Hey, so this is Amy.
Are you going to point at me just like that?
No.
Yay!
Okay. What do you want to say?
I'm yay.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to not introduce ourselves. That's what we're doing, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You're introducing the podcast.
Cool.
Introduce the podcast.
Welcome to Lens and Leaf Podcast.
Take 300.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us here at Lens and Leaf's Podcast. We're excited to be back. Today is Valentine's Day.
Woo-hoo. Happy anniversary.
Looking very festive.
That's right. Sweater and all.
Yep, Valentine's Day is also my wedding anniversary. So today is 9 years. I've been married to my wonderful husband. My sisters like to make fun of me because when I go out for Valentine's Day, my sister literally said I should carry a scepter because I get really upset that other people are celebrating the day.
And it should be your day.
When it's my day. So like,
how
Bridezilla
dare other people?
Never ended for me. It's always on Valentine's Day.
So then why did you choose Valentine's Day?
It was a great Saturday that I had available.
that you weren't shooting. It was open.
It was basically an open Saturday.
Might as well. That day.
The way we plan our lives as photographers.
Yeah.
I don't have anything booked that day.
Whatever's open. So
I did go on a honeymoon after, so at least I had a few days off, you know.
Yeah.
Get to do some things.
Just a few days?
No, I think we went on a 5-day cruise.
Okay. Yeah. So you did a lot sometime for it.
Some things, yes. Perfect.
Was your cake special, or was it like Valentine's themed? Or was it like a normal traditional wedding cake?
Nothing cheesy Valentine's theme. That's not me. No, I
so
don't.
even though it was on that day, you didn't like gear into that thing. You were just like,
it was literally just an open bar and a free dinner for all of our friends, and so their husbands did not have to even work hard.
They just had to show up. They just had to show up and enjoy.
Yep. Our cakes, however, were my husband's was a Batman,
of course,
and it turned into like the city. View, like the cityscape, like on the side. So like his silhouette, it was all black and white. So it's like Batman's head, but then it kind of went into the city, and it was really cute. I liked it, but it's fondant, and I hate fondant.
It doesn't taste
fondant or fondant.
I say fondant, but I know that's I think when you watch like the official like baking shows, which I am into, they always say fondant.
Fondant?
Like it's like some
French, maybe? Is it a French word? Maybe. We butcher things around here. Fondant.
We don't have to. Here in the South, we say fondant, not fondant.
Fondant. I kind of want to say it that way now, though.
So did you just scrape it off? Oh, well, I guess some people ate it.
I didn't.
You just didn't even eat that cake.
I didn't eat it. Mine was like.
So was yours like normal icing?
Mine's white. It was. I didn't love it. I think it was a strawberry cake. I don't remember, but it was like white on the outside. It was not my favorite part.
You just didn't remember it.
It was not memorable. But now I've found fantastic cake people, and I mean, they make every occasion memorable.
Okay, what was your most memorable moment from that day?
Probably, we did a glitter toss. So when we were doing our first dance, we had buckets of gold glitter, and people grabbed handfuls of them and threw them above us as we were dancing. Until I'm pretty sure my son grabbed the rest of the remnants of the bucket and gave me a whole fling, and I was covered in
extra shiny.
Fun story about that. When I took my dress off that evening, it was like a show.
Glitter everywhere.
Fun for my husband, however, killed the vacuum.
The vacuum was like, I give up. I don't want to clean up this mess.
Oh gosh, yeah. But it was a good day, and I don't mind that we got married on Valentine's Day. It's not like a special reason. But I am a little bit of a queen bee when it comes to.
So when you go to a restaurant, do you like make sure they know like it's our wedding anniversary? Do you like be like, we're not here to celebrate Valentine's Day? Let me set the record straight. This is not a Valentine's Day date. This is our wedding anniversary.
I try not to be that bad.
Okay.
Can't say I haven't.
Probably the first couple of years when you're like, no.
Actually, it's gotten worse with time. In the first few years, I didn't really care.
You're like, whatever.
And now I'm like, this is about me.
My day.
Do you like cake?
I love cake. Well, dependent. Okay. I also don't like fondant, or however we're going to say it.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite. Actually, my favorite kind of cake is from Publix.
You like the whipped icing.
Yes.
I don't like the whipped icing.
I think it's because it's not super heavy and it's light and it's not like super sweet and gritty. Like super sweet icing, like that's always, unless it's chocolate. I can do a rich chocolate icing, but I don't know, like some buttercreams, they like have a weird aftertaste. So I like the whipped, like light, Cool Whip-esque icing.
I still like buttercream. I get what you're saying about the aftertaste. Like surely, I think it comes down to like they put too much Crisco in it. Like you
something
know,
like too much fat, and it's like
But I like a thick buttercream.
I'm never gonna turn
walls with it.
I'm never gonna turn down cake.
No,
I'm always gonna at least eat a few bites.
I rarely have turned down cake. I used to joke that I used to shoot weddings just for the cake.
I mean, free cake. Now, fruit cake, I'll probably turn down.
Yeah, fruit cake.
Not
is that cake though? Just because you bake something in a loaf does not make it a cake.
I mean, yeah, people. I don't know. It's pretty gross to me. All little chunks of stuff.
What's the worst cake you've ever had?
Worst cake? I don't know.
You've never met a bad cake.
I mean, I'm sure I've met a bad. I mean, there's cakes where I've like taken about. Oh no, I can tell you. Hold on. I hate shaved coconut. I hate shaved coconut. Like the thought of that really makes me want to gag.
Yeah.
Like that's disgusting to me.
Yeah.
And so like German chocolate cake. I love chocolate. I love chocolate. That's like my thing. But when you like take a bite, nobody warned me. I took this big old, I'm thinking it's going to be this like decadent, yummy chocolate cake. I took this big, massive bite and it was like nasty, shredded coconut all in my mouth. It took everything. I remember my mom was like, don't spit that out.
Oh, man.
Swallow it. Like, don't spit that out. And I took everything in my powder, like, you know, those like big gulps. It was like, you know. Ugh.
No one should eat chocolate cake that way.
Oh, so bad. I didn't eat another bite. Like, gross.
That's funny. Yeah. I don't know if I have a favorite cake, though.
Oh, I have a favorite cake.
What's your favorite?
My mother-in-law's turtle cake.
Oh, I've had a slice of this, and it is heaven, and she is a great baker.
She is a great baker. For all of the birthdays in the family, we get to pick which cake we want, and that is mine by far. And then she has started adding a little bit of espresso powder to her chocolate icing, and that just makes it 10 times better. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite. It's like if I'm going to ask for a cake, I'm going to ask her to bake that.
Yeah. I actually like the ones at Publix that have like the cream, like, you know, like a dulce de leche, but it's got like a milk, like heavy cream they pour on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So like the cake itself is kind of like moist. Yeah. Almost like a tres leches.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
So good. In Costa Rica, I had ice cream like that. It was the best ice cream I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a great opportunity to talk about cake smashes.
Cake smashes. 1 year cake smash pictures. Can go really, really good.
Can go really, really bad. Yeah. So, what would you say our clients could bring with them to help make the 1 year session go better? Like, what can they prepare? What can they bring?
I think the big thing when talking to clients, like when I'm messaging clients, we're talking about a 1 year session, the first things I ask is, do you have a theme? Like, of course, your birthday party had a theme, but do you want the pictures to have a theme? Some people do. Some people want a really big theme. And some people are like, I just want it to be really simple. So I think that's the first thing you kind of have to figure out. Like, do you want a theme? And then, you know, I think once you decide that, we talk about outfits, of course. I would say less is more in the outfit department for
when they're eating a cake. I think
when they're eating a cake, you know, a lot of times people want to put them in like, I don't know, I think a small romper, but diaper covers I think are our favorite because they're going to get messy and you want the cake to show all on them. That's part of the fun. Yeah. And so when you have like the onesies that the cake is just soaking into, or sometimes it's like
drool because they're like
slobbering.
Like the suspenders always fall off the shoulders.
And then it looks weird. Yeah.
And the bow tie never sits. Like, plus they kind of look like Chippendales dancers.
In baby form.
It's
just kind of, I would definitely say with outfits for the cake smash, less is more.
Right. I think so. I like the simple. I actually like it when like parents just bring something real, like even like a simple outfit that we can kind of get pictures in the set before they smash a cake and then
put
kind
the
of
cake
transition
into
to something like down to like a cute pair of little seersucker shorts for a boy or a diaper cover for a girl, or even I'll accept a tutu if that's what you really want. It gets all in the tool. I don't even like tutus with it.
I think
tutus are phasing out as well. I think that
was a big thing at one point.
Yeah, I think now
the Pinterest era.
I would say for girls outside of the like diaper cover, You're looking at maybe like the little
like crocheted rompers. Mm-hmm. We've had some really, crochet probably wasn't the best description of that, but there have been some really cute ones.
Like the linen ones even, like just like the little linen rompers,
super
simple. Keep in mind, they do, like linen will show every drop of liquid, whether it be your kid slobbering or there's cake. It just kind of gets real dirty.
I think it has to also be like an outfit you're okay with not recovering.
Right.
Like it may be one you just get rid of after
bring an
the
outfit that is white and has something special on it, and you plan to use it the following week for your kid's birthday party, you have already steered yourself in the wrong direction.
Yeah, because it's going to have stains on it. It's just, even if you do like a simple cake, it's just hard for things. The moisture or the oil or it can soak into the fabric and it doesn't want to come out.
Yeah.
The other things when we're talking to families, like less is more just in general for the cake smash, because you want the focus to be on the cake and the kid.
Right.
And so I would say, like, we offer to do balloons a lot here at Flyleaf. We keep it kind of simple behind them. If you want to bring a banner to pin up with the balloons, or
I like the banner underneath.
The banner is really cute.
I enjoy people bring. So, like, when you're preparing things, if you have a theme and you have a banner option, even if it's just like the little high chair banner, I love bringing that, because it's simple to go kind of under a balloon arch, kind of pinned up nicely. It gives the effect of like the theme, but not overly done.
Yeah,
like it still keeps it simple, but in a cute theme way. I think that's about it. Like when people bring like every piece of decor that they got off of Amazon
for the party,
want us to fit it in around a 1-year-old smashing a cake.
It kind of just starts to,
half of it doesn't end up in the picture.
Yeah.
It ends up getting really cluttered, and I think it takes away from your kid that's smashing the cake, and I think that's the main focus there. So less is more when it comes to theme.
We're not saying you can't ever. We've had the stackable boxes. We've had the big number. We're more than happy to include it. It's just like suggestions on when clients have come back and they're like, oh, we love it, or what we see that people tend to love more. It's a very pared down version. You have a theme, we'll do a theme with you. I would say the one thing that's probably one of our least favorite things to include is every once in a while you have like a birthday backdrop that someone will have, and it's just, they're not intended for pictures, and so it can look funny. The sides can look awkward, or based on where the kid is.
They fold them. It has seams.
Really bad
You
seams.
have to like really steam them out, and most of the time I don't have access to that in enough time to even steam it for you. It looks cheesy. It looks like you spent $16 on Amazon. That's about how much they are. But you know, like if we can even go something not themed backdrop, but if you talk to, that's the thing about us, is like we love talking about this with clients leading up to that, and if you give us enough time, then I might be able to find some things
we can help.
Oh, that's really going to look good in this set, and we'll try to help build something for you.
I would say also with that is we focus highly like on inside just now, but we specifically, and I guess like don't get stuck like in a box of thinking like, okay, it's got to be in studio, and we can do it outside.
Right.
We can do a teepee. We can do it in the grass. Like if it's a warmer month, like, you know.
One of my favorites was like in an old high chair outside.
I remember that
the sunshine behind
was beautiful.
Just, like butternut squash glory of light. Like it was
so
just
good.
The right color, and it just set the whole thing off.
And that was simple.
Good. Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. Now, we have had some that didn't bring a cake. So not every kid likes cake or is allergic to cake.
And I feel like parents don't really think about that. So one thing I think I've started suggesting when I'm talking to clients is, especially if I know that they haven't had their party yet, and, you know, because not everybody introduces cake before they're one, that's fine. Yes. Try. Like, see if your kids like playing with whipped cream, or like playing, because not all kids do. Some kids don't like touching it. They're not really sure. They don't understand why we're wanting them to play with their food, you know.
It won't come off their fingers.
It doesn't come off. So know if you want to bring a cake or not. If you want to smash something different, feel free to be creative.
One of my favorite, like, outside the box ones. Like, I've done a few really good ones. So one was biscuits and gravy.
Oh my goodness.
And it was so fun. And we did it down by the creek. When we were done, we fed the animals.
That's so cute though. Yeah. So that's another way to take on, like, quote unquote, the cake smash, you know, is it can be, we've had quite a few, you know. Taco
smash is always a big one.
Have you done spaghetti? Has someone done
No,
spaghetti?
nobody's done spaghetti.
I think spaghetti and meatballs would be so fun to have these like massive, like colossal, like meatballs. And
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that would be cute.
I think spaghetti would be fun. I've not had anybody do a spaghetti one ever in 16 years. Ever done a spaghetti one.
Clients listening.
I did a Cajun broil.
Yes.
Crawfish broil.
Yes.
And that one was fun. And we even had the baby in a big pot, and we had like all sorts of fun things. We had potatoes and corn around them. It was really fun. So like we've had some good ones. So leading to that, client stories. The good, the bad, and the completely insane.
Well, I think the biggest memory as far as like creative and most memorable and longest cleanup for you has to be last year.
Yes.
Because that one
was Southern barbecue.
Insane. If you follow us or if you're a new follower, you need to go check out our Flyleaf Instagram because the reel of that is hilarious. I mean, I'm talking full Southern barbecue, and this kid went face forward into mac and cheese.
Like, he bathed in it. He dove in it like it was a swimming pool of macaroni and cheese.
His blue jeans and white t-shirt did not look that way when he finished.
But it was so cute. She also brought an extra white t-shirt just to get a little barbecue stain on it. So it was a barbecue stain on his white t-shirt. So cute.
Adorable.
So cute. And I loved it. I mean, honestly, he really liked the banana pudding. The absolute best. And the cake was adorable.
But he dove into the actual food.
He really wanted the food.
Yeah.
Like, we had to hide some things just so we could get him interested in the cake for a minute. It was a lot going on. It was a lot of things to put in there.
How long did it take you to clean up?
Almost 2 hours. The macaroni and cheese film on the floor took quite a few swipes to work up and get out.
Yeah. Wasn't like
it was worth it, though. And this is such a great client. I love her and I'd do anything for her, and she knows
That's what we want you to remember is like, we know sometimes they come with messes. The creative ones are going to come with a mess. We'll clean it up because it's going to be memorable shots. So let's talk about ones that go down in history for we hope to not do again.
Traumatic experience. There was one that brought a mallard duck, a stuffed mallard duck, and Dad's a big duck hunter. And the cake had a little bit of like a red balloon on the top. It wasn't even a lot of red icing.
Like tiny.
But he really, like, we had the little stuffed duck to the side, but he really wanted to like feed the duck the cake, which was cute.
So cute.
So cute.
Let him
wanted
feed the
to make
duck.
sure that duck had some food.
Yeah.
So he's feeding the duck, and then we realized like there's red icing all over this stuffed duck. And now he doesn't want to get rid of this duck. And so, but now he's also eating cake, and there's red all over his face, and it literally looks like there was a massacre of a mallard duck in here.
All over the floor.
All over the floor.
All over his hands. Yeah.
I was like, at least Dad may be proud. I don't know.
It was hunting-wise, I think it traumatized you more than anything.
Yeah.
It's like when you see it at first, you're like, such good intentions. And then the more they start like getting into it, and then it like gets mixed because it's like wet and they're eating it.
Right.
Football cake goes down in memory for me editing those. It was a grass green cake, like the icing on it. And as soon as that kid went into it, it just looked like he had slime everywhere. Like it just looked like slime hands and slime was coming off of him. That one grossed me out pretty bad.
And then anything chocolate. We've had quite a few chocolate ones. I love chocolate cake, chocolate icing.
You know I do. It's delicious.
Oh, it's so good.
But
in
pictures,
a baby, it looks like they smeared poop everywhere. It's such a wrong move. My favorite, absolutely. A white basic cake. Go even a little naked cake. Something super light, so it's not a ton of icing.
Avoid those really bright, intense colors. Red, chocolate, green, blue. One, they stain really bad. And so, like, even on their hands, like, even if you, like, pause to, like, wipe in between pictures, they're going to have, like, stain marks of whatever color that is. And then you're disappointed because it's not what you had in mind.
Right. White is always just such a good option.
White is always just good. And if you're like, well, the theme is, like, dump trucks or construction, sprinkle some cookies as dirt.
Yeah.
You know,
with pictures, you want something clean and nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think white is always a good option. Is there any favorite places you like to get cakes from?
But one that has done a few of my kids' cakes now is Batter Up Cakes.
I love
in
Batter Up
Madison.
Cakes. They're my favorite.
Shout out to them because they have done
Batter Up Cakes. You did mine last weekend. So good.
I mean, they have done some amazing cakes. Riley Ann's first birthday cake. They've done a couple others, and they also do cookies now. Really cute decorated cookies, and they taste delicious. But you give them an idea, and they run with it. I mean, they haven't disappointed me yet. And I've seen some on their page, and I'm just like blown away.
And they're so sweet.
They are so sweet.
I enjoy working with them as well. It's probably my favorite cake ever.
inevitable.
Well, we definitely shared some fun stories that we have about clients. We have so many more, and we know that you guys are watching.
Oh, for sure.
And you're itching to share.
So please
comment
share
your story. Share the joy with all of us so we can reminisce on your cake smash.
Yeah.
And next week, we plan to talk about wardrobe. Like what to wear and not to wear, and how we can help you build wardrobes. So super important. It's great.
Yeah. Make sure to tune in because that's going to be such a great episode.
Yeah. Leading into your spring sessions, you're definitely going to want that help that we have to offer.
Spring and Easter sessions are going to be here before you know it.
Yeah. So fun. So fun. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Make sure that you comment, give us some love on any platform that you're listening to. We're also on YouTube, and there is a great way to join us there and see us live as we speak, because listening is fun, but watching us act silly is also fun. So,
even better sometimes.
Yeah. All right. And follow us on Instagram at Linz and Lee Podcast.
All right. Until next time. Bye, guys.